Hi, my name's MJ. I'm HSV2 positive, which means I have genital herpes. Yes, I just announced that online in front of like hundreds of thousands of people. The reason I do videos like this is because talking about it reduces stigma, which lowers infection rates. So let's go. So I thought I'd talk about some common myths associated with HSV2. Number one, can you catch it from a toilet or like clothing or anything of that nature? It is nearly impossible to contract genital herpes in situations like these, and the risk is literally so minimal that it's not even a recognized risk. The virus just cannot thrive outside the human body, so the chances of contracting it from like a toilet seat, a hot tub, a pool, towels, are literally near impossible. This was actually something that I struggled with because I have OCD. And so when I first got diagnosed, I myself was uneducated. I hadn't read as much on the topic as I should have. And so I was terrified to even use bathrooms at like, my friends' houses or like public places because I was terrified, like, oh my God, like, even if I'm as clean as possible, what if I accidentally leave something and like someone contracts it from me? Like, I was so scared. But this fear was not warranted. Number two, a lot of people spread the myth that if someone is asymptomatic, meaning they don't have an outbreak, they are not showing symptoms, that they cannot transmit it. This is so far from the truth. In fact, the reason why so many people, are undiagnosed with HSV and they have it is because most people are asymptomatic. Unfortunately, just because somebody doesn't have symptoms or that they don't recognize the symptoms, this does not mean that they cannot transmit it. The virus can still actively shed. Last but not least, a lot of people think that their dating life in general is just over once they get diagnosed. This is just not true. Herpes in general is seriously so common. I mean, I'll insert these statistics here because they're always changing, but it is incredibly common. I do these videos not to glorify STIs as some people have accused me of doing. I do these videos because even before social media, HSV was very common. And one of the reasons that the rates skyrocket is because the lack of knowledge surrounding the virus. People are going to continuously contract it in alarming rates if people aren't aware that number one, no breakout does not mean no transmission. Number two, no symptoms doesn't mean no virus. And number three, if things like this are continuously stigmatized to the point where people don't even want to access testing. But it truly is such a common thing now that nobody's life is over because they are diagnosed with it. I don't care what your orientation is, what your gender identity is, I promise there is somebody out there for you who is just not going to care. Having HSV minimally impacted my personal dating life before I met my husband. I've been married for years now. And I always want to stress to people, like, listen, if me as a trans man who's like overweight, bald, I'm covered in bad tattoos, I love myself, I love how I look, but realistically, I'm not society's version of what's conventionally attractive all around, If I was able to find potential partners and be okay, you're gonna be just fine.